Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be going over Gala. So Gala right now is trading at 0.056. 24-hour volume, we are down 26.17%. Market cap, we're down 10.74%. So heading over to the chart here, I've got it laid out on a day chart. You guys, we did break well below the 5%. I am going to show you guys a chart pattern, or sorry, not chart pattern, a candlestick pattern itself in the 3-hour time interval, but let's kind of take a look at different type of time frames. So right now, you guys, we can see again, we're down here, but what we may actually see is us catching ourselves at this level or the next area of supply. I really hope that we caught ourselves at the 5717. As we saw again, that was kind of on the outskirts of the next area. If we can see here, we had this chunk of supply and demand sliced right through it as we saw the MACD kind of switch over and then come over here. I was hoping that we would be able to catch ourselves closer to the 5761, but then we just sliced right through here. But take a look at this. We've got a small little node here that really had not a lot of volume compared to the other nodes, and we're hoping that we can catch ourselves again right here. We can already see these two candlesticks itself. The wick at the very bottom is as a little bit higher than the previous one. So if we quickly take a look, we want to question ourselves, is this the start of the bear trend? If it is going to be the start, then the price is still going to come back down, or the price is going to consolidate sideways on a daily time frame. And what we need to be able to take a look at and hope for is the RSI switching over. So we have our K line at 0 and then our D line at the 10% here. As soon as it crosses over, then it could initiate a potential buy and price is going to move up. Hopefully it does extend the candlestick a little bit higher so we can be able to see more of an aggression over at the buyer sides. Again, it is going to be a huge trek up to at least get 50 or 75% of the previous candle itself. We need to be able to hit at least 62 in order to achieve that type of reversal signal. 4-hour time frame, we're going to quickly take a look again, breaking through. Where do we see ourselves? At the very bottom of the Bollinger Band itself may trigger a possible reversal because we are considered to be oversold. We saw multiple areas too in terms of Gala getting closer to the bottom of the Bollinger Band and then coming back up. But what we need to be able to initiate is the trend itself for a MACD indicator, essentially finishing this trend. We can see that the lines itself are moving further away from each other. So we may actually see price coming down just a little bit. If we take a look at our RSI2, we're at 0 and 24. The essential D line itself needs to come back and it needs to retrace here to initiate that buy signal, even though we're not going to be buying into it, or, you know, if you guys are trading with RSIs and trading with RSIs, but at least it adds more confluence area. So a lot of people would want to put in order. And again, the stock market, how it works, it's based on emotions, right? So a lot of people in this area is selling because of all of the activity and all of the selling it went through this time interval. I want to show you guys, even though on the 3-hour time frame, our last video that we did see was this candlestick itself at the very top of the peak. Again, a possible doji candle followed by an engulfing candle essentially showed us a lot of weakness when it comes to the buyers itself and a lot of strength in the sellers. So if we move into a 3-hour time frame, essentially what we are looking at is this one here on August 17th. This essentially is an evening doji. So we've got the green candle here going into the evening doji here and then a huge engulfing candle. This would have been a dead ringer for us that we are coming down and we're retracing down. So since we are in the 3-hour time interval, what we can see again, these lines are coming closer. So we're again hoping it does come back together, because essentially if we take a look at an area of support, price is just slightly right here at the 0.05 525. And again, that's the next peak that we see on our volume indicator on the right hand side here is the next area of supply and demand. So if we slice right through this, because of this momentum itself is gradually getting bigger, then the price is going to hit roughly around the 55.25 as in another area of hopefully support. We have seen support here, which is good because again, we're going to retest this as another line if we can repeat the same history. If price does retrace to this area, are we able to hold from it and then see a pullback. We can see that the RSI at the very top here is at 22 and 41. Honestly, not a huge signal where price can bounce. However, the previous candle itself actually got a bounce or a price increase, sorry, a pullback at 20 and 33. But what we can see again, price consolidated sideways because the market itself at the very bottom of the MACD indicator is showing bearish or showing in the red. So essentially what we want to do is we want to make sure that this does come lighter and the bars are smaller, because then it does show us this is going to be the end of the trend itself. And then as soon as that's initiated, where we want to see the price come back up to is the 59 cents area. And where you notice on this candlestick, it's roughly around 50% of this candlestick itself, and it may initiate the actual trend reversal that we're looking for. So that is my update here for Gala, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.